Now, these are the yellow and ripe fruits of the Marulla tree, which is directly above us. And these are some of the first fruits that I've seen falling down. They do appear to have had some kind of an insect that has been either feeding on them or laying eggs inside these marullas, and this could have been a reason why they are the first ones to drop, and they aren't good ones to eat because we can see they have been fed on already by something. Something has caused this growth, and I think it is potentially a small insect that lays their egg inside these fruits. But what that means is that the fruits are starting to drop, and elephants will now start to move from tree to tree to tree, Marulla tree specifically to Marulla tree, in order to feed on these fruits, which is good entertainment for us. And I'm looking also forward to being able to eat some of these fruits myself. They're delicious, high in vitamin C. You can make beer out of them, which, depending on how you brew it, can be different strengths. So you can brew a beer. I'm try and make a marmalade this season as well. But eventually I'll be able to show you some of the yellow Marulla fruits and what they look like when they are ripe. And a good sign for us, in the next few weeks we'll be snacking on marullas and sipping on Marulla beer, potentially. Now folks, for those of you who do follow a little bit more closely, I haven't forgotten about the plan to find a chameleon at night and then go and sit with it in the morning and see it operational during the day, because at night they are sadly fast asleep. And typically when you find them during the day, they are usually crossing a road or not in a situation where they're necessarily comfortable and going on with their daily business unaltered. So if we find one the night before and can go and sit with it the following day, we will have some great entertainment, chameleon entertainment. It will happen at some stage. We just sadly haven't had any luck with finding them in these last few minutes when it does get a little bit darker. It shouldn't be long now either until we start seeing tiny little baby chameleons. They can sometimes be on a blade of grass as thin as, no, that's not a good way of showing you, but very thin blades of grass, and they are minute. So hopefully some of them should start hatching soon. It is that time of the year. Well folks, there are just a few minutes left, so I'm going to start winding down, and thanks so much for joining. As always, it's lovely to have you guys on board with us day in and day out. So a big thank you from our side, and apologies that Jigger is playing up at the moment. We are doing what we can to get it fixed, but it's proving difficult out here. But apologies for that. And tomorrow morning, I'm not sure exactly what the plan is, who will be on drive, but it will be either Mark or myself presenting, and we look forward to whoever it is. I can speak confidently on behalf of Mark that we do look forward to the morning drive with you guys, whoever it may be that does it. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening and a wonderful day, and thanks for all the questions, especially the birders who enjoyed this afternoon's drive. And that's how it goes, folks. For those of you that are new, there's a limit to how many mammals we can see in terms of sheer luck, and there's a mammal that we don't see very often though. Oh, there it goes. One last little glimpse of a scrub here. I'll try and creep forward. There we go. So this little scrub here has just come out of hiding. They hide in small thickets, grassy thickets or thick bushes, and come out in the evening to feed. Sadly, we think that is what the leopard managed to catch this morning, one of these guys. Very small meal for a leopard, but a meal nonetheless. But yeah, folks, as I was saying before the scrub here popped up, there's a limit to how much luck we can have, and it does ebb and flow in terms of what we get lucky to see. Today we got lucky to see a lot of different birds and interesting bird behavior. That those go-away birds were really interesting for me to see how they were interacting with one another. So you've just got to enjoy all the little different aspects and little pieces of beauty that get displayed out here for us. And with a bit of luck, that leopard that Mark managed to find this morning, and Brian managed to find after it had been lost, hopefully that'll be out and about and in areas where it is easier for us to follow and search for them. But thank you very much for all the questions, folks. It really does make our life easier and more enjoyable the more we do get to interact with you guys. And folks, it's important for us to bid Brian a fond farewell. He is leaving, not forever, thankfully, just for a few days to go and take some time off and have a break. So Brian, thanks very much for all your work, buddy, and enjoy your break. So there's Brian's trademark thumb. So yeah, Brian, have a good trip, and to all of you, thanks so much, folks. Have a good evening or day, and we'll see you on the morning safari.